Good morning, folks. Hope you're all doing really well. In my opinion, having been on Sorare for the last 3 years, one of the key ingredients to be as successful as possible is to plan accordingly and to plan ahead. Now, with that in mind, I have created a simple spreadsheet listing every country that Sorare covers, European wise, and also the dates that those leagues are due to restart for the brand new season. I have a horrible feeling I might have missed one or two out, so if there's any eagle-eyed viewers out there who notice that I have, please put in the comments below and I will update this list. This list will also only include the top league, so for example, England, that's the Premier League, not the Championship, and that will also apply in Spain, France and Germany. So if the second division is something you're looking for, you will have to find that out for yourselves. Now, as I've mentioned the second divisions in these countries, I want to specifically talk about the English Championship, and I want to give you an example of planning ahead, planning accordingly, whatever you want to call it, as I believe this is one of the main things that a lot of users will overlook, and that is player utility, and that's another subject I harp on about almost on every video. Now, I just want to give you an example between an English Championship player compared to somebody or a player who plays in Belgium, Jupiler Pro League, that doesn't have European competition next season. If both players stay fit for the entire season and they're selected for every club game, then the English Championship player will play almost 20 games more that season. That is absolutely massive and it should never be underestimated. Belgium, for people who doesn't or who don't know, their league has been reduced by a team, so they're playing less than they played last season. So if they don't finish in the top eight and finish in the playoffs, they're going to play, I think, 26 games, 28 games the whole season. And like we all know, the Championship, it plays more games in that league than any other league in the world. And that's 46 games. And it's almost Saturday midweek for the whole of the season. It's mental. Also on this list, I just want to, this is specifically for users who are playing on a very limited budget. And for example, they've got 50, 100 quid to invest today, but they know they're not going to have any more money throughout the season. If you were looking and thinking Russia and Austria is where I want to target, please bear in mind in their winter breaks, they will have almost 3 months off. So there will come a time November, December time where you could be waiting till February before you start playing again. So that's another thing you need to consider. From a personal point of view, the reasons why I try and find players who play for clubs who are in Europe or the Championship or their countries is there's nothing more frustrating, in my opinion, than when a game week comes up, and I'm talking when the European season is up and running and you can't enter the team. It is the most fucking frustrating thing for me on So Rare. And that's why I've tried to rectify that this season during the summer where I've bought quite a few players because I don't want there being any game weeks that I can't enter, given that I've put a bit of money into this platform again now. So I want that money to justify me being able to enter every game week. Now, another reason for creating this video in this list today is if history repeats itself, more often than not, players become far more expensive nearer to when the league is going to kick off. And that's why I've tried to do all my business as early as I possibly could. Now, I know prices have uh, crashed dramatically over the last 12 months. However, decent to good European players, I am 99.9% certain that, for example, if I was looking at someone in the Eredivisie now, I would aim to buy him far cheaper now than a week before the season is due to kick off. Obviously, I can't guarantee that is going to happen, but I'm just using my knowledge and the experience and what has gone on since being on So Rare for the last 3 years. When I've been heavily investing over the last few weeks, I've looked at MLS players and thought, yeah, I want him, but I refuse to buy when the season is in flow, especially the MLS, because it's generally, other than Asia, the only league that's going on, and players are far, their prices are inflated, in my opinion. So I don't like to buy at that precise time. So I just come to the decision I will just play with the players I have, and the players that I'm looking for, they're on my hit list, and I will buy during the off season because that's where I generally buy all my, or when I generally buy all my players, regardless what league they're in. I know so rare, it should be fun first and foremost, but ultimately I'm here to make money, and I think most people are. There is nothing worse than buying a player and then looking and thinking, fucking hell, he's 20 quid cheaper like a couple of weeks later. So, like I said, this is why I try and buy early, because I'm confident that these players that I have bought now, providing they don't get injured, they will be worth more than I've actually paid for them. And it's just a, I don't know, a mental thing where you just feel happier within yourself playing the game when you know your gallery showing a bit of a profit on the majority of players you bought rather than being in a negative. At the end of the day, your card that you own is an asset. Who wants an asset that is in a negative balance? I don't think anyone really wants that. It's very similar to stocks and shares. If you're into that, you want your stocks obviously showing profit, and it's no different, in my opinion, to an NFT. So, guys, just some food for thought there. I hope this list will come in handy for some of the users who are watching this. Best of luck on what you decide to do, and I'll see you very soon. Cheers, guys.